All right, so you guys have got to see this. Check it out right here. This is what an open world Cyberpunk Batman game would look like on Unreal Engine 5 if it was developed by, yes, CD Projekt Red. Check out the Joker all chromed up. But yes, we're also going to be taking our beloved characters like Harley Quinn here and chroming them up, fully upgraded with Cyberpunk implants. It is going to be amazing. And we're going to be taking a look at Gotham City from the perspective as if it was a Cyberpunk themed city. So a lot of cool stuff to dive into here. But first, check this out right here. Oh wow, looks like we have a new faction right here. The Sylvan Watchers have been added to the game and they look amazing. If you're wondering what this game is, I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends, which features nearly 700 champions that can be fully customized and upgraded. Raid is an epic MMORPG available right now for free on PC and mobile. Join me and download now in the description below for free. But we have to talk about the Sylvan Watchers, my favorite new faction featuring forest elves, horrifying tree spirits, and even rock monsters. What I love about the Sylvan Watchers is that each of their unique champions are in tune with nature in some way. And despite the Sylvan Watchers being very protective of their home in Mistwood, they have managed to forge an alliance with the Shadowkin and Dwarf factions, making them a force to be reckoned with. And get this, to kick off the new year, Raid just got a bunch of new features, including a new season of the Forge Pass. The Polarium Points program allows you to earn in-game goodies, including a legendary champion and more. And there's even more new champions coming this month. And Raid is also celebrating its 4th anniversary with, get this, the 4th anniversary Titan event, which lasts several weeks. It's all new and you'll earn anniversary points by competing in special themed events with truly amazing awards in this big marathon event, so don't miss out. And new players, pay attention, use my link or scan the QR code on screen and get a free starter pack with this cool in-game loot. And if you missed it, yes, MMA legend Ronda Rousey is now available in Raid as an unstoppable champion. You can get access to Ronda by simply opening Raid for 7 days before February 28th, and that's all you have to do, so don't miss your chance. And to celebrate her arrival to Raid, use promo code RAIDRONDA to get a bunch of useful in-game items to help her level up. Just enter the promo code in-game and all the goodies will be sent straight to your inbox. So what are you waiting for? Join me right now in Raid by following the link in the description below. I'll see you in the arena. All right, so let's get back into it, shall we? So let's check out the open world Cyberpunk Batman game on Unreal Engine 5. What is possible? So thanks to the power of AI, specifically Midjourney, I asked it to show me and reveal this to me character by character. And we're also going to be taking a look at what's possible with the open world and, again, chroming up our characters. But check this out right here. We, of course, have Batman all somber in his chair. I told Midjourney, give me Batman Cyberpunk themed, but also make it as if he's sitting in like a Matrix style chair and he's doing some hacking. And it turned out beautifully. The one that I like the most is this one right here because it has this aesthetic that is kind of cyberpunk, but also very Matrix, especially with the chair. Let me know which one is your favorite, of course, but I just love it. Now, moving on with Batman, we have some other shots. I told Midjourney, give me Batman, of course, on Unreal Engine 5. In a neon type city, and it turned out really, really cool. I love this suit in particular right here, and I think the detail on his face is perfect actually. But this is what Batman would look like fully chromed up. Like, pretend we're entering the end game of this Cyberpunk open world Batman game. This is what would be possible if you really, really wanted to, like, say, armor up your Batman. And I just love the look of this big time. It definitely has kind of like an Arkham feel to it for sure. And as you can see right here, we have some really different looks for his cowls. You can see also his eyes peeking through there as well. But moving on, we also have this look right here. You know, it's impressive to me that Midjourney was actually able to pull off the cycle lights that we see in Cyberpunk 2077 when I asked it to put Batman on a futuristic motorcycle in a cyberpunk themed city. This would be amazing. But I think this cycle right here is by far one of the most unique cycles for Batman that I've seen in quite some time, considering it also has the dual wheels on the front. And I love the lights on the front as well. I was like, wow, This is pretty crazy. One thing I'm addicted to right now is Midjourney for sure. All right, so we got to find out what the Joker would be up to in this cyberpunk world. So check it out right here. Now, I got to say, if there was a box art potential for this type of game, this would be it. That is so awesome right there. I couldn't get over that piece of art. But right here in the top right corner, it's kind of interesting because to me, Joker has the expression of Batman and Batman has the expression of Joker. So I was like, something's going on there. Kind of strange. But yeah, this one is by far my favorite one as they are staring and facing off against one another. And the showdown is about to happen. But yeah, let's keep going and see what Joker would become. Now, this is more of the comic style, I guess you would say, for the Joker. But look at what's going on down here with Batman's, mask. Something wild is happening here. So you can kind of like imagine what the potential customization options could potentially be for a cyberpunk themed Batman game. But I don't know if any developer would take it that far. I mean, for example, look at what's going on with Batman's face up here. I have no idea, but it's kind of wild looking. His suit is all over the place as well. But yeah, it kind of has that weirdness that Cyberpunk can offer for sure. But yeah, moving on, we of course have more of a safe play on the Joker in the future. So I imagine this is what the Joker would start out like at the beginning of the game. And then eventually, yes, he would be chromed up right here, as you can see, with all of the hardware that he needs to face off against a Batman that is also doing the same thing, upgrading. So he is preparing himself and ready to take down Batman. I love this look. As you can see, he has what appears to be kind of like gorilla arms, I guess you would say. But again, it's interesting what they do with the faces here. But I just absolutely love the look of Joker all chromed up, ready to take on Batman in the final fight. And if you're wondering what's next, yes, we've got Harley Quinn right here. So this is what she would look like at the start of the game. I thought it was cool, by the way, that they gave her a bike. I did not ask Midjourney to give her a bike, but this fits her so well, this classic look within, the futuristic cyberpunk setting. I just thought it fit her personality, I guess you would say. But every shot here, you can see she has some sort of motorcycle with her. But yeah, moving on, we can see her starting to chrome up. So this would be about mid-game. She's starting to really mess around with prosthetics. You can see her arm here is kind of like robotic. It's stronger. It can lift things. It helps her also become a really good mechanic with her bike as well. And she is messing around with hacking as well. So that's part of her character, at least according to Midjourney. But ultimately, this is what she would look like if she went full chrome. If she decided to go all in with perhaps armor and really armor up and be able to take on Batman, or perhaps even the Joker. But I thought it was very, very cool to see her in a mask like this. It still kept the colors. You can see her hair is very vibrant right there, and the colors are absolutely popping. And yes, the city is on fire. Like we got some trouble here. All right, so who's next? We've got Catwoman, of course. So this is the play it safe Catwoman, I would call it. Of course, she's not going to be as chromed up, as upgraded as you could see here. More of a traditional look in the lower left. Let's zoom that in. Very cool looking though. I love the look of her suit against this dark neon lit city. It just works so well. But moving on, we could kind of see her really embracing the neon lifestyle, really taking over her suit a little bit here. But it's interesting to see her with neon on her actual suit, considering she's so stealthy. So I don't know exactly how that would work. Now, Midjourney did something very interesting. It looks like it added like arrows to her back as if she would have a bow and arrow, which I don't know. Do you think that would work for Catwoman? Let me know. Sound off. She should have that type of weapon. But this is her getting more and more chromed up. I asked Midjourney to give her cybernetic eyes, and this by far is my favorite look right here. It's definitely during kind of like the winter time, I guess you would say, considering the fur that's also on her outfit, and I think it works so well for Catwoman. And yes, we cannot forget about the Riddler. Check him out. I was in love with this one to the top right. Yeah, his face is kind of covered up here, but they're doing that more and more with the Riddler with the new Batman. But even still, it turned out really, really cool. But it's weird how the question mark didn't turn out right on some of these. It was like more like, I guess, a lightning bolt. But man, you can see how well he kind of fits into the settings of Cyberpunk with his whole neon look here. But, you know, I also asked Midjourney, show me Riddler going into, say, you know, a vault, robbing it. And it showed me some really weird shots, but also shots that I felt like work so well for, you know, Gotham City and Cyberpunk, as you could see him being sneaky through the seedy underparts of the city. It just looks absolutely amazing, and it just makes me want this game even more. I don't know what type of text that is. Perhaps it is a riddle for us. Who knows? But what about Robin? Let's check out what Robin is up to right here. I thought Midjourney would just create like literally a Robin the bird, but it actually knew what I was trying to get to. And my favorite version of Robin right here is definitely this one. As you can see, he's more undercover. So, you know, if they did include him in a Cyberpunk game, maybe he could be like the stealthy parts of the game. I think that would work. They did something similar with multiple characters in Spider-Man, you know, so maybe they could have him in that way. But yeah, also here's another look. Midjourney decided to like give me a shot of Robin looking into the city. I dig this look right here, at least for this long coat. I think the colors, the actual emblem on his back, I don't know, it just is very, very cool to me. And if you're wondering what Poison Ivy would look like, Cyberpunk themed, look no further. Check it out. Now, one of my favorites from these is definitely this shot right here. She just looks so iconic and still is very much embracing nature despite the city taking over. Now, I think it would be controversial for her to even chrome up, but I was wondering what would happen if she did. So she's still very much embracing nature, as you can see, but you can see her suit has kind of become more futuristic as she is trying to survive in this neon-drenched city. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite looks for Poison Ivy right there. And you can see she is ready to take on Batman. And mentioning Batman, what about the man behind the cowl? What about Bruce Wayne? So I asked Midjourney, create me Bruce Wayne, but have him roaming around his manor, and it turned out beautiful. It's still very much Cyberpunk themed, neon drenched, and I love this shot in particular. The colors here just are so much like Deus Ex. I just love it so much, and I would love this to be an actual fully realized manor in a game. And his suit here also matches that Cyberpunk aesthetic. Kind of looks like, of course, Adam Jensen from Deus Ex a little bit. And I love what they did here, kind of making it look like he has his cape on, but it's clearly not. It has that kind of Batman or Bat type feel to it with the flow of that cape. But yeah, it definitely screams Batman and Cyberpunk all meshed together at once. And then we have this shot right here. Now, a lot of these don't work for me, but I wanted to highlight this one. I think that's like a younger Batman or even like a Batman Beyond type thing. And mentioning that, I always thought it would be cool if Bruce Wayne perhaps had his own dog and it was still Cyberpunk themed. Check it out right here. Because yes, if you do remember in Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne did have his own dog. But I was wondering what happens if Bruce decided to kind of help out his dog. The dog's getting older like him, and he decided to chrome up the dog. Check it out right here. Now we have a vicious guard dog. He's like a young dog all over again, a young pup. He doesn't have to worry about being old, but yeah, some really cool stuff going on with the cybernetics, making him the perfect guard dog for the manor for sure. Check it out. And we can't forget one of the key characters of Batman, and that is Gotham City itself. Now, one of the shots here that I love the most is this one, because it kind of looks like you're right in the center of Night City. It just fits so well. And this shot was interesting because it feels like Midjourney has been playing like Gotham Knights or something, because there's 3 different wing gliders here. No, we do not want a co-op game if we are to get a new open world Batman game. But yeah, you could see how this also feels a little bit like Blade Runner, and man, this would just be absolutely stunning exploring a cyberpunk themed Gotham City. And Midjourney also got really creative with this shot up here. You know, we have some flying vehicles around the area, so you kind of imagine like Batman grapple hooking himself onto these vehicles as he goes throughout the city and explores it. And, you know, this would be a very vertical video game. One thing that Cyberpunk kind of missed out on was having the buildings very much explorable at the top levels, which I think would make a perfect fit for a Batman open world Cyberpunk game. And what about Alfred and more characters? Check it out right here. Alfred is still around now. I don't know what happened with Batman's face right here, but he has clearly been through some traumas. But yeah, some really, really cool shots as Alfred is still providing his guidance to Bruce, of course. It almost looks like Alfred is talking to Alfred or something, like there's some time traveling going on there. But yeah, moving on, we have the Penguin. I asked, you know, Midjourney to create the Penguin in Cyberpunk. Look, it's like literally his face, or a penguin's face, I guess you would say. But I don't know, the whole beak look actually works for the Penguin, at least in my opinion. Let me know if they should go in this direction with the Penguin in the future or not. And take a look at Commissioner Gordon. You could see the city has done a number on him big time. He is wondering, why am I still here? And where is Batman? Yeah, I always envision like Batman Beyond type stuff happening for sure. Man, I wish this was a reality. I kind of wish I wasn't doing this to myself. I want this game so badly, an open world Cyberpunk Batman game, and it would be so cool if it was developed by like CD Projekt Red and Rocksteady if they teamed up on this type of endeavor. But you know what? We can only dream right now. But Midjourney, I am absolutely addicted to it because it kind of makes dreams come true in a way. And I love just going through it and kind of like imagining what's possible. But let me know what you think of it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Cyberpunk 2077 and open world gaming goodness. And also let me know what you would like to see like in terms of Midjourney type content. But thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.